Hi, this is the Daily Overpass. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now today I want to talk about the keywords you have no control over. Okay, so today I want to talk again about keywords. And I know what you're thinking is like, man, does this guy talk about anything else? I mean, how many videos have I done on keywords so far? It's kind of, just laboring the point. But that's the big question. I mean, the big question that most people have that I speak to is, why won't anybody download my app, or why, could you have a look at my app and why isn't it doing so well? And you have to think about the different stages of getting your app, downloaded. Get to the actual download stage, and then download, of course, is on the route to payment. So you have to look at, the first thing is they have to be able to find it. So if that's driven through search, as most are, then it's going to have to be keyword based. If it's done through advertisements or through, then you need a bit of money. If it's done through social media and you just going out there and just hitting the pavement and trying to find the right people and getting them to download it, then that's, that's something too. So it's that first stage. The second stage, of course, would be getting them to actually download it when they see it. So that means having really good screenshots, really good reviews and that kind of stuff. But and then they download it and hopefully they'll leave a review. But I want to focus today on the keywords again, because I found something very, very interesting. Like, there's keywords that you can control. So again, a large part of my time is spent doing keyword research and trying to find new keywords, or maybe swapping some keywords out, try something new. And again, I don't do it as often as I should, but it is something that I give a lot of thought to. But I was doing some searching today and I found that a lot of the times you can't control all the keywords that you actually rank for. So have a look at my my page here on my screen. Now here's Google Play. Of course, we all know Google Play. Again, today I'm focusing more on Google Play. I'm not sure how much this affects iTunes as well, but I think it's pretty much the same. So again, like most people, you have to think about what they're going to be doing. Your strategy could be, I want to show up on this new and updated games list, or I want to be featured, which I think more people are relying on that than they should. You should be thinking about search. So if your game is like Candy Crush or one of the big ones, and think, how do you look at what kind of keywords they use? How can you get in there? So if I type in spy, which of course is my favorite one, I always put that one in because mine shows up on the top. If I do spy gadgets, it doesn't show up at the top. It shows up like number 4, I think. Yeah, number 4. If I type in super hearing, because it's we actually changed the ASO name to Ear Spy Super Hearing. Type in super hearing, it doesn't come up first. It comes at second. I mean, this guy over here, he's got the top spot, but look, he's got that keyword more prominently up in his name, right? But if I do some other stuff, like if I type hearing aid. Hearing aid, we used to be like 3rd or 4th, and now we kind of slipped down to the bottom row here, and there's a few others. But what I found interesting, so if I show you this, if I show you the Ear Spy page, when we first started, it was just called Ear Spy and all this kind of stuff, and then I added the super hearing here, so trying to make use of that. The description hasn't changed for a few years, so we have all the keywords that I want kind of high up in there, but then the more reviews we have, the better it posts. So like if you have an app that has the exact same keywords as a very popular app, and that app has like 20,000 reviews, it's going to be really hard to get up there. So it's better to go for some different keywords than to try to do that. So I mean, just give you, if you look over here at the side over here, this is something I deal with a lot, is Ear Spy sound, Ear Spy super hearing. I get, or super whatever, this is, occasionally I'll go on, complain to Google saying, hey, this guy, he's using the icon is too similar to mine that it looks like it's trying to make people think that that's my app, or it's trying to, it's too close. So it's not the same concept as with a different theme. It's the exact same app, same category, same everything. But that's just something you have to deal with. But they don't really rank for the keywords that I do, at least not yet. So but if I go through here and if I have a look at something really strange here, well, I was looking today, just doing some experiments. If I do cheating girlfriend, which is something that a lot of people will email me about, say, I need to find out if my girlfriend is cheating, I need to find out if my wife is cheating, I need to find out if my husband is, I need to see their text messages, I need to see their calls. And I say, I'm sorry, we don't do that. And at first I was really angry that they were asking for that, because I'm kind of like insulted, that they would, that's not what this app is. This app is just it's a playful, thing, right? But people get really, and sometimes I had to realize that, sometimes people are hurting and stuff like that. But anyway, I type in cheating girlfriend, and if I scroll down here a little bit, there's my app, just a few rows down, right? So it's ranking for cheating girlfriend for some reason. Some other ones here, some people put listen to my parents. I put listen to my parents. It doesn't show up too high, but it's down. Yeah, there it is, right there. So, and I don't say cheating girlfriend or listen to my parents anywhere in the description. I don't do it in the title. I don't even do it in the screenshots, like as if that would matter. I don't have keywords out around the web. So where those keywords are coming from and where those search rankings are coming from is from the reviews. So if I go over to the reviews here, and I was looking at it, I think, where's that? Why is that coming up? If I go into reviews and I type in cheating, if I search on, you can see here, figured out my boyfriend was cheating with this app. I caught my cheating girlfriend, all this kind of stuff. But, so it's been mentioned a few times in the reviews, which is really interesting because you don't actually have complete control over the keywords that your app ranks for. So what I would like to say here is, when you're encouraging people to review your app, what you might want to do is ask them to mention certain phrases in the reviews. Now, what you can't do and what you shouldn't do is tell them to give you a 5-star review. Some of the things that clients always ask me is, oh, could we just give them like a free unlock code or something if they leave a review? And you can't do that. I mean, we have something in EarSpy where we give away an unlock code if they tweet about it, which is not the same thing. So it goes against the terms and conditions to say, if you leave a 5-star review, we'll give you a whatever, because that's gaming the system, right? But what you do want to do is encourage people to leave reviews, because those reviews really help in the search rankings. So anyway, just really quickly, I was pretty surprised by that. I have to find out what other things the app is ranking for and how I can use some of those principles on some of my other apps. So anyway, that's it for today. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.